I ain't gotta fabricate it, proof is in the pudding. Use that shit as motivation, I'ma keep it pushing. I ain't gotta live a lie, truth be told. I look in your eyes and I tell you despise. That shit overrated, outdated, played out. When I sense hatred, like erasing, I fade out. I gotta get it, whether you gon' rock and roll, I don't know. But either way, I'm fixing to break out. My life changing like leaves change in the fall. I've been broken too, but you don't see me tripping at all. Cause what goes around comes around. Niggas hate why they up, cause they got the means to let you down. See the bigger picture. You ain't tripping on no dollar cause you richer, nigga. Fuck a hoe and face your problems cause you different, nigga. That's the game. I got my own car and created me a lane. Fuck you saying? I can't recall.
Greetings, everyone. Thank y'all for tapping in with Tiff. And today's videos, or tonight's videos, is gonna be an interview with Prince. So thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for being a part of it. We're just gonna hop right into it. I'm very excited about this reading, but also very nervous because it's a lot that he wants to share and it's a lot that we're gonna discuss. So, but also make sure y'all like the video, share, subscribe, but also comment if anything that you hear in the video resonates with you or brings anything to mind in regards to Prince or anything like that. So as you guys see, I do have a little notepad on my lap, and it's basically channeled messages from him, but I'm also going to be scribbling while I'm channeling and receiving messages from him. So we're definitely going to get into a lot of things, but he definitely wants to start off by talking about a few things in regards to his personal life and family and his death before he speaks on things in regards to the industry and a few things that's going on right now. So let me just say a prayer before we begin real quick. Okay, so before we get into the reading, I do want to dedicate this reading to somebody special. And he does go by the name Mozzie. I'm not sure if other people had nicknames for him or anything like that, but he was a little brother to me, and I lost him recently, so I definitely do want to dedicate this reading to him, and just want to send a lot of love and protection to his family. But I definitely do want to dedicate this video to him because he meant a lot to me, and he was a very genuine and just loving soul. So basically, Prince wants to start off with his childhood. So some of the things that that I was channeling from him, he did bring up his mother and father, and he did speak on his childhood a bit. As far as his father, well, first, he wants me to just let the people know that he's like acknowledging everybody that's watching and tuning in. He wants to show gratitude, but also like, he just wants to let it be known that his presence is, is present. His energy is present. But he makes me feel like at a certain point in his father's life, or possibly throughout his life, he struggled with alcoholism. But and also something that I channeled along with his mother's energy is that he wanted her to have more courage in regards to just her relationship with his father. Um, and basically, he's showing me like, um, I'm trying to like figure out if his mom is like a light complexion of melanin or if she's genome. But he's basically like, I feel like I'm in his body as a kid, and he would like, just look at his mom sometimes, or like happen to look at her arm or her leg or something, or her face, and it was like, like a new bruise or a mark that he noticed, or but it's like I'm seeing it through his eyes, like bruises on her arm or like blemishes on her face, under her eye. Um, but it's like he's showing me him witnessing them like fighting and arguing too, but it's like mainly like his dad like being rough with his mom, and like I could hear both of them hollering at the top of their lungs, but it's like I'm hearing like most of the aggression like in his voice. Um, and I don't know if he makes me feel like he had like a younger sibling in the household with him that he grew up in. I don't know if it was a sister, but he makes me feel like it was female energy. Um, and I don't know if it was like another younger male in the house, and it possibly might not have been a sibling, or but he just makes me feel like it was other children in the house that he was in growing up, or that was possibly witnessing this, because it's like he's showing me like him like, going in the room, getting away from the chaos, but as if he had to like protect or like shelter or comfort somebody else younger than him. Um, and he's just saying like, he didn't like the beatings either. Like I wanted to use the word whoopings, but it's like he's specifically saying like he didn't like the beatings, like as if his parent was more aggressive than they should have been when he was being disciplined. But he makes me feel like even like if it was substances involved or like consumed, and that like, made it easy for him to be disciplined harsher. Um, I'm just giggling because it's like he could like feel and notice that it's like, I don't know, like it's a lot feeling like how he felt as a kid, like seeing that and experiencing those type of things. So I don't know, it's like he acknowledging just how I kind of feel overwhelmed feeling this, and he like, you doing good, you doing fine. But it's like he like even like got a type of humor about the things that he went through, like just to, just like that's, I feel like that's kind of like how he helped himself heal through certain things, like kind of having the humor about some of the things that he went through. Like he like, yeah, it's okay, keep going, like it's tough, yeah, but but um so something else that he had me write down, um he makes me feel like, I don't know if it's a brother that's close in age with him, or possibly a brother that's younger than him. But he makes me feel like he had a brother that was possibly like interested in music, probably producing, or had some ties to wanting to do music or being in the industry or something. Um, um, but he makes me feel like he had a brother that struggled with alcohol too. He's also saying like he wants to send love to his siblings. Um, he makes me feel like his family just dealt with a lot surrounding his death, and just having to handle things as far as like, personal things that Prince probably left behind or needed to handle, things like that. Um, which is possibly, it's frustrating for anybody to have to, you know, deal with losing somebody, and then just have to kind of, deal with a lot of things after that, and a lot of prepping for just the final stages and transitioning on. But I don't know, he makes me feel like just even to this day, like it's some type of struggle um with just something. And he's saying property. I don't know what it is. I'm getting estate and property, so I don't know exactly what it is that they dealing with as far as that. But I definitely do feel like some type of complications or struggles with just getting something figured out or handed to the family, or, you know, sorted out properly. Um, but another message that he brought to me as far as his childhood, he makes me feel like at some point he did leave the household with him and his mother, or possibly the relationship ended, or um, he makes me feel like something occurred with his dad, like being too aggressive towards him or something. And he makes me feel like he ran away, and that he was like home to home after that. But he makes me feel like it happened at a young age though, like between ages like 11, 14. Like he don't look old, like around the time when this happened. Um, it's like he's like giving me like a quick slideshow of like from the ages of when he ran away from home, and like just what he was doing, like up until the point to where he started like working towards his goals that he had as far as adulthood. But he's basically like showing me him, like it's like he's showing me like different days, but like every time he's starting his day or like going to wherever his belongings is, or wherever he laid his head at, like he was going downstairs, like to a basement or something like that. But it's like I'm seeing like the basement is set up cool. Like I don't know if it was like if he was staying with multiple friends or the friends had siblings or something, but I'm seeing like two or three beds like set up in the basement, but it's like it's cool, like it's like a little kicker area, and like, set up for kids. But he make me feel like he was like, with friends up until a certain point, then as he got older, then he's bringing up like a aunt, or He's saying aunt, so I'm not sure if he stayed with family for a little bit and then, moved on to another destination until he got on his feet. Um, but he's saying like he had to figure things out until he got to the point to where he was at before he passed. Like he makes me feel like it was a lot of struggle before there was, that light at the end of the tunnel before he made it there. Um he's saying too, like he just had to be smart, like when he was like out on the streets and like things like that. Like he makes me feel like he had to be even more smart and just on his toes about things just because of like how petite he was compared to other men. Like he make me feel like people tried him just because of how he looked and possibly how he carried himself. Let me drink some water. But but he's just saying like he just had to be on his toes. Like he had to be aware because I don't know. It just make me feel like it was a lot of people that tried him. Um, um, but he's just saying how much he loves what he did, how much of passion he had for it. Like he makes me feel like he knew just how much hard work he had to put in just to get to where he wanted to be, and he was determined to do that, and he did it. Um, but he makes me feel like day in and day out he worked with his vocals, his instruments, his just everything. Just wanted to perfect his craft and did everything that he had to do to, make music, get it out there, you know. Um um but he definitely makes me feel like he loved the 70s, 80s and early 90s. But he was also saying how it was a good time, but he was unaware how corrupt society was and how corrupt the world really is. Um, and he make me feel like he just loved like that era of funk. Like he make me feel like was funk like really big at one point, like everything everybody loved. But cause he even wanted me to like write King of Funk at the top of the after his name at the top of the page. So I'm like, okay, he must have really loved funk and just loved. Um, oh, okay. Um, he's just showing me like he just showing me him dancing and I hear his when he do that. He like keep replaying that over and over in my head. And when he do the splits and like he study his moves and like other artists that he loved too. Um, but okay, so he definitely wants to acknowledge how much he loved um just he would really just wants to acknowledge and wants everybody to know that we living in a completely different time now. Like things is not how they used to be at all. And even back then, like a lot of people weren't aware of how much things were done in the light. It wasn't brought. I mean, in the dark, it wasn't brought to the light. But like, I don't know. It's like they don't even care about it being brought to the light anymore. Like it's like everything is right in front of our faces, and we not realizing a lot of things. Um, but he definitely wanted me to show love. I mean, he wanted me to acknowledge his love for Whitney. Um, and he also just wanted to say, like, um, acknowledging her, that he doesn't like how we glorified like her lows and her going through things or joke about it. Um, but especially like the main thing that he's showing me that he just hates is like seeing memes of her like when she was like on drugs and stuff like that. And people got like funny jokes attached to them, or like it ain't funny. But but he just feels like after her death, like it's like the door was just open for people to just disrespect her in any type of way. Like it was no type of honor or respect for Whitney the same type of way as when she was living. You get what I'm saying? Um, 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 but he definitely makes me feel like he had a target on his back. Um, and he makes me it's basically like after I said that, it's like, he just acknowledged it, like even though he knew like he was possibly being watched or being targeted for a lot of the things he was revealing or saying, like his confidence was still like through the roof. Like he didn't care at all. Like he was still gonna do what he had to do. If it was a message that needed to be said, that was on his mind and on his heart, he was gonna say it. Um, but a lot of big labels and companies, they were intimidated by him. And a lot of big labels and companies and people in higher places and positions, and you know they intimidated by people that like to stand their ground and got confidence and not just going fold for anything. So they were definitely intimidated by him, and especially intimidated by the fact that he wasn't scared to like go on national television or just say whatever he wanted in the interview. Um, um, so he wants to go into his passing. Um, well, before I go into that, he's just basically saying how we worth more dead than alive. Like, I mean, especially to like labels and companies, like, especially if you're an artist, anything that got to do with the industry, like, you worth more dead than alive. Um, okay, so he wants it to be known that he wasn't on drugs before his passing. Like, like he's keeping it 100% real. He like, you know what? I might have dibbled and dabbled as a kid with a few things, and in my early 20s, first coming in the industry, having a good time, partying all the time. But no, like he was never on like constantly doing drugs and like hardcore drugs or like he don't make me I don't feel like that was what he's saying directly. That wasn't the case. Um but especially like around the time his death, like no, no, no. Like Prince had plans. Like and he makes me feel like he had a plan on doing some type of documentary, and I feel like he wanted to expose a lot, like expose things in the music industry, expose things in the world, like expose things as far as like how to take care of our bodies and like what's not good for our bodies and things like that. Um, but he also had me write down studio TV, giving back. So he had a lot of plans. And these were definitely things that he was doing before his death, that he was doing, you know, frequently, because that's just the type of person he was. Um but of course the industry don't like somebody who's actually, doing what they want to do and giving back to the community. They rather have a puppet. Um so what they put out in the media is that he died from a fentanyl overdose, and that it was something that he inflicted himself, that was done himself, that was, I don't know, like that ain't what happened. It's not at all.
Medicine he had been taking or something like that.
Yeah, but I like he make me feel like he didn't even have health issues like that to be even taking medicines like that, like prescribed like like it. I don't even feel like he was at that point with any health issues or anything like that, like to be, oh, you got to take time for your medication, Prince, time for this, time for, like I feel like, okay, maybe if he has a pain or something, then he has some medication that, celebrities, they could afford better, better stuff than ibuprofen and stuff like that to get rid of pain. But I don't feel like he was like hooked on it to the point to where he was taking it consistently though. But um and I definitely don't feel like whatever he was given, like it was something from his cabinet or something that he would take every now and again. Like I feel like it was a woman that was present in his apartment or wherever I'm seeing him at when he passed. He's in a home, definitely. I don't know if it's his home or apartment or, but I definitely do feel like it was a woman present. Well, that's what I'm getting directly from him, is that it was a woman present. But And I feel like that woman, is who gave him whatever he died from. But I feel like it wasn't just no, like no low dosage of what it was. Like it was like, like meant to kill him. Um um but he's basically like showing me him um he makes me feel like he was like, with whatever woman he was with before he passed, or whatever woman he was dating or seeing. He makes me feel like it was like just an intimate evening with those two, and they were just sipping, sipping on some wine or something, talking, chilling. And then he ended up eating dinner. And then for some reason, like, oh my goodness, like, this is crazy. Like, he make me feel like, cause, and remember when I first told you that part, and I said, like, in the midst of him eating, he got to feeling sick, like, but it's like he putting me, like, I don't know, like, right there in the scene of it, he giving me, like, all the feelings of how he felt. It's like, it's like he's saying like it was something in the food or in the drink or something, but it's like in the midst of, it's like he was fine eating at first, but like in the midst of him eating, it's like he just wasn't feeling right. Like something, like it's like, I don't know, like I just don't feel good. Like, but it's so weird. Like it's like it was planned out to like put something in his food that would like slow him down or something, or I don't know, like it was. And then like the pill that's given to him before he go to bed, that's to, you know just but it's like he got up from the table and he wasn't feeling well or whatever like that. But it's like he wasn't feeling well, like to the point to where he was like stumbling or like holding his stomach or like, but like to the point to where he noticed he wasn't feeling well. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna go, change my clothes and lay down or something like that. But it's like before he laid down, like of course whatever woman that was there like entered his room while he was laying down and was like I could feel her, like it's like he's laying down in bed and he's just like, just laying there. And it's like she's like rubbing his hair. But it's like I'm him and I could feel it. Like, like just talking to him like, like small stupid talk. And it's just making me so mad because it was like it's like she was like lovingly talking to him, but like if he knew like the real energy behind it, it was sinister. Like it was like, yeah, let me love bomb you right here, but really I'm finna make sure this plan is done with. Like just the feeling I get from just feeling that is like, oh, like, it's just so creepy. Like just not knowing like somebody so close to you could like be used to take you out. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. But but um but it's like, like he was suggested by that woman, like, here, take this, you'll feel better, and like was given something to drink to wash it down or something. Um but it's like for some reason, like I just feel like I feel like it didn't happen sudden. Like as soon as he took that pill, like in an hour he was dead. Like I feel like he was like going through it, like while he was trying to sleep, like moving around, tossing and turning in bed, and it's like once the sun was coming up, like not even like really up, but it's like I could see the sun, like like trying to come up, but like peeking through the blinds, but it's like this is crazy because I could just see it so clear. Like it's like he putting me right in his shoes, and I could like I don't know. But it's like I could even see the curtains on the windows. Like it's like long sheer curtains, but they like them nice ones, like them heavy ones. That's like with the big hoops at the top, and it's like the sun just, oof, I'll get chills just. But it's like by the morning, like he was just, I don't know. It's like I don't, man. By the middle of the night or early morning, Prince was like, I feel like he was like curled up in the ball at one point, laid across the bed, like completely lethargic, like trying to figure out like what's going on, but like feeling his body shutting down at the same time. And I feel like he was on the bed at one point, and I don't know if he possibly like ended up on the floor or if he was moved to like a bathroom area like after he passed in the bedroom. Um but it's like whoever that woman was still there, like, and was like just making sure like the plan went as how the plan was laid out. But it's like someone watched him die, and then once somebody yelled action, then it was, oh my goodness, let me run to the phone, oh my goodness, please get over here, like like scene, cameras rolling, like it makes me feel like big people in the industry like targeted him too, not just labels and companies, like, and they would even like scare or like pressure people that was close to him into like turning against him, like threaten their life, threaten their kids' life, threaten their family's life, like things like that to get stuff done that they want done. Um, he wants to talk about his son. Um, he playing a song Diamonds and Pearls. That's the name of it, right? But he just basically like he just make me feel like he really looked forward to like just having his own, child, and like, doing for that kid how his parents didn't or couldn't do for him. Um like he made me feel like he just really looked forward to that, like just being the best dad that he could be. Um um and he's saying like complications, but he like showing me like, I don't know if it was like complications with how he was like, Like he keeps saying placenta to me, so I don't know. Like he make me feel like
When he was born or his son?
when his son was born, but he like I don't know. Like he make me feel like he was born, but it was like complications when he was born. Like it didn't happen how they like envisioned it to happen. Um, but he make me feel like even after he was like physically born, like he wasn't here that long. And I keep getting the number 6, like and I keep getting like 6 days, 6 weeks, 6. Like I don't know if you trying to like specifically say like how old the baby was, or like when she had the baby, or
6 days. He was here 6 days. Wow. He was born October 16th. He died on October 23rd. 1996.
Wow. Um. Um, but he make me feel like he was like really hurt after, just during that whole process. Like he makes me feel like he was really confused. Why is this happening? Why didn't things happen successfully? Like he makes me feel like that's a question like he just had in his mind for a very long time after losing his son. Um um but he definitely does want to acknowledge his ex-wife. Um he definitely, like he's saying um I don't know, like he make me feel like to a certain extent like he has respect and love for her, but like at the same time like he makes me feel like she was kind of comfortable with like being in the spotlight kind of and receiving a little bit of fame after his death. But he also like kind of questioned her motives for wanting to have his baby, and like didn't like how she spoke on like his feelings towards his complications and death. Like the baby, like around the time when he passed. Um, okay. Okay, so now he wants to go into things that he has to say in regards to the industry. So something that he definitely, a message that he gave me is that it's a lot of sick activities happening in the industry. Um, Pedophilia, sex trafficking, assault, etc. The list goes on. But he's also saying like if you're not being like broken down sexually, like then it's by intimidation or bullying. Um, but he also wants to send a message that if you're not aware of a lot of these things that I'm speaking of, like that's happening in the world or in the industry, anything like that, um, then you need to become aware of it, or you will be tried, or they will send someone to try you. And a lot of people be thinking that this type of activity just happens within the industry, but you could sell your soul and like be out of alignment with your morals and your values in a lot of different ways. So, um, let me see. Okay, so he definitely. Okay. Oh my goodness. He's saying like sex rings, sex parties. Like he makes me feel like he makes me feel like he had to intend some unwillingly, you know, but he didn't like indulge in any activities or rituals or anything like that was being done. But he make me feel like because of the star that he was and because of some of the people that I don't even want to say like he associated himself with, but like because of the celebrity group that he was in, because of his status, like I don't know, it was like they was intimidated or pressured to go to those parties sometimes, or if they didn't go to a certain party, then they couldn't go to this event, or they weren't gonna get paid, to make an appearance, or like it was something. It was always something to try and get them there. But he make me feel like oh man, he make me feel like once he got a glimpse of what was really going on, like then he started going more into like just his own research about everything, like, and he keeps saying he keeps showing me the symbol, the icon that he used for Prince.
Yeah.
Huh?
The love.
What?
Is that what you're talking about?
What's the meaning behind that symbol though? But he just make me feel um like I don't know, at one point like he really did like a lot of going within, like looking at things differently, like before he came out with that symbol or something.
Yeah.
Um
But I think, as Bree said, maybe that's the meaning of it.
yeah, possibly. For sure. He keeps saying free.
I'm gonna research it.
Um hmm, okay. Love symbol. Well, he's saying free because like once he like just researched how to protect himself and went within and just knew what type of power he had, like he knew how to protect his soul, basically. Like he knew how to keep his soul intact, like like I don't know, like I don't know, it's like he's saying like a lot of people be like Like, we feel like we still fighting for freedom and stuff like that, but like, you find real freedom like within. Like, I don't know, like he just keep showing me him tapping his mind and like, you know, I don't know, like it's way deeper than what we think. Which is true. It's true. Keep playing Prettiest Girl in the World. Is that the name of the song? Like, you keep playing that song in my head every time. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like we got this own little meeting space in my mind or something. But it's like when I close my eyes, like I could see him sitting directly in front of me, or like, you know, him showing me a vision or something like that. But it's like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's like for that moment in my mind for a little bit, like we was in like a little white room or something. It's like our eyes met and he just started playing the song. Like, so pretty girl.
The most beautiful girl in the world.
Yeah, he keep playing that song to me, the most beautiful girl in the world. But he plays it to me because look, you know, I be hard on myself sometimes by my appearance. So, you know, Prince be, you know, trying to hype me up a little bit. Gratitude, Prince, gratitude. But he definitely wants me to speak about a couple people in the industry. So, let's definitely get into that. Um, okay, so I keep getting Rockefeller in my head. And he keeps showing me Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Um, and he's saying like Dame is like receiving all the like backlash and like BS that he dealing with because he didn't like go along with the plan that he like was supposed to go along with. Um, like he didn't stick to the plan, or, you know. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Uh, I'm just really trying to think of how to say this next part. I don't know. Like it's like a lot of people, like it's hard for people to like put like to see Dame Dash as a bad guy because of like what happened to Aaliyah, and it's like people always gonna sympathize with him because of that. Like, but I don't know. Like, he make me feel like something about him is crooked. Like, I don't know. And he basically saying like Jay-Z ain't who he think Jay-Z is, but it's like he's saying like he ain't even like he borderline like ain't even a man or a human at this point. Like that's not even like like I don't know like he just completely just a whole robot or droid out here. But like
I think of that picture of him at the Oscars.
like he like a lot of these like big Black Hollywood celebrities or rappers or artists that we know like in high positions, like a lot of them ain't like a lot of them don't got they like they actual true authentic soul in their body. Like he make it like what Queen was saying, like they really snatching us up and like that's exactly how he ooh I'm getting big chills like he really make me feel like we seeing a whole bunch of melanins, but oh that's so scary. Huh? You said what? Right, like it's just so creepy. Like if we was able to just like just peel open their skin, like
in Lovecraft.
We would, yes, like we would be like, what? Like, oh my, that is so scary. How yeah, like it's so scary though. Like just hear him say it and like show me, like, oh my god, I got big chills. Like, and it be like, and it's like majority of the people we think is for us. We wouldn't think that they've been taken over or like replaced with like a genome consciousness or something like that. Oh, it has. They gone. They gone. Who was his manager? Cause Prince make me feel like he had a lot of people that he thought was like work under him or for him, but really was like snakes.
Oh, and Husney.
Let me see a picture. Mm.
So his first manager was Owen.
Mm-hmm. He make me feel like he was very greedy. Like he just saying like he's saying weasel. Like 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 literally sniffing around for any cheese that he could find. Oh my goodness. But it's like it's like these people like know how to put on fronts though. Like if you gotta be like the awkward little producer or manager for a minute, you know, while you in Prince's face, okay, action. But as soon as you get away from Prince and you with the genomes and the higher ups and stuff like that, oh, you trying to make some power moves. You trying to take some people out. You trying to be greedy. You trying to, like, that's crazy. He said something about his estate and his property, and I looked right here by Morris Day,
Yeah.
and I forgot the Prince estate banned him from using his home. I mean, name.
Yeah, from using his Moore's name.
Yeah, name. But Morris Day at the time. But it's making sense. But as far as that, he's saying like he just keeps saying BS. Like, you know, I don't know. Like BS as far as whatever is being done to Morris, you know, like it's not right. He's saying like they coming for everybody that's trying to own like they work, like, you know, for any melanins that's trying to think as far as their business, their money, finances, investments, like, no, they gonna try and make a move before you make a move. Like, I don't know, cause he make me feel like Morris was like in the midst of like, you know, like possibly trying to do some projects or something with that name or like something.
Okay.
But it's like, you know, like they tried to like backdoor him before he could do anything. Oh my gosh. I looked at Diddy name and he said Booty Boy. Like, why would you say that? Like, what? Well, you heard it here from Francie. So, let me see. Let me see what I'm picking up on. He keeps saying host it. Like, I feel like they got plans to like completely take over him eventually.
Did he?
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm getting chills when I say that. But oh my goodness. He was like, I say this to the camera. For those who don't know, Diddy sleeps with men. Like, why? Oh my goodness. Alright. But, yeah. He sure does. he make me feel like he loves to emasculate men too. Like, like just see them, I don't know, just crumble right in front of him.
I think that's kind of what Queen was saying.
If y'all haven't watched Queen interview with Joan Rivers, happy. But let me see what else. Man, oh my goodness. Like Prince even make me feel like even like one or two of Diddy kids might even be hosted soon or something, or it might even already be like.
That's not even a surprise.
Not, but it's like it's just sickening. Like I don't know. Like once you sell your soul, like you it's like you selling your kid's soul too, because it's like that stuff just passed down. Like whatever karma you got, that's gonna go straight to your kids. And it's like he just ain't care at all. And I don't know why Prince keeps showing me them twin girls, but
that's what came in my head. Them twins.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say it out loud.
Did he have twin girls?
Yeah.
Oh.
With Kim.
But he's showing me the one that look like him too, and like making me feel like
the dark skin.
Yeah, making me feel like he like a shadow of Diddy. But he don't know no better at all. But he's showing me the light skin one though, and I don't get that same vibe from him. Like he make me feel like I don't know, like he trying to like stay protected or stay aware in some type of way, you know? But like kind of like I don't know. Like I feel like he's still like around his family, but I feel like he kind of distanced himself in a way because he kind of older and know. But he also brought up the Isley brothers, but specifically brought up Ron Isley, and he's making me feel like he would be targeted in some type of way, or is currently being targeted, and I just keep he's saying property and assets, like as far as him too, so it might be something in regards to that we may see in the media soon, or something in regards to the Isley brothers.
Trending on TikTok.
Who? Ron Isley?
That song?
What? That's crazy. And ain't that the exact song I told you? Remember when I told you, mommy? Said that he was popping up in my head, and I was like, but that was the exact song that was playing over and over again, like weeks ago. And it's crazy that it's trending now.
Reenacting this little scene. Like, what is going on between the two?
That's crazy. But another name they brought up is Mariah Carey. I got the messages deep in debt for her. I really feel like she's trying to do whatever to save herself right now. Well, that's the feeling Prince is giving me. it's like she was sent in to like groom Nick in a certain type of way, and she didn't succeed. Like, it's like through, like, I don't know, it's like even Wildin' Out was meant to exploit black people. Like, it was meant to make us stupider and, like, meant to make us, like, you know, like, but it wasn't, it was, he still made it, it wasn't that, though.
Right.
It wasn't what they meant for it to be. Like, they wanted it to get more messier, like, they wanted to bring, like, just... Yeah, like, just do stupid stuff, even more stupid stuff on there. But it didn't get to that point because Nick had a mind of his own still. Like, he was still standing his ground. Oh, my gosh. Ooh, that's so scary. It's like after Mariah, like, they just kept sending in, like, agents to, like, try and get him. Oh, that is so scary. Because think about it, how many baby mamas he had after that.
Mm-hmm. Still having.
And think about they shade of complexion. Like, that is so crazy. And that they finally succeeded in hosting him. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, the last name he wanted me to say. I'ma just say initials. So the initials is CD. I get a real sick feeling when I pick up on his energy. Like, But he just make me feel like he's just a whole gatekeeper just for the Genos just to do us any type of way. Like, I don't know. Like, he gotta be hosted too. Cause just the way, like, all the stuff that Prince is showing me.
I know that I'm the shit. I don't need your secondhand opinions. I see the hate on your face. You can't play chameleon.